Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I want to welcome you to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. Tonight, if you are watching, if you've been following financial news, you'll notice that the futures market is predicting yet another great day for the stock market tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm really enthusiastic about what's going to happen in the market tomorrow. We're going to get started right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and we like to talk about wealth and Black wealth and investing in particular. And I keep you guys updated on the stock market several times a day. If you'd like to remain updated and know what's going on and actually hear things from a guy who spent 30 years studying the stock market at a very high theoretical level, then feel free to follow us on the Black Financial Channel. You can also follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. Hit the thumbs up button to hashtag be one in the chat because we're Black first here. This channel was invented for Black people. It wasn't created just for everybody. You don't have to be Black to be here, but just know Black people are the top priority because we're solving the wealth gap here. That's the goal. So anyway, guys, hello, Max Jerome. I see you, brother, in Seven Scales and Troy B and Transforming Design and Meth Smoking Neanderthal Trailer Park. Wow, that's a great name. All right, Davion Jermaine and Yolanda Dice. Nice to see you. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on with the markets right now. Basically, a lot of you probably made money in the market today. The market had a big boost. Stocks are soaring. You're right. Somebody said that in the chat. Yeah, Troy B. I agree with you, Troy. Stocks are soaring right now. It's raining money in the stock market, and you have to let's pour a little liquor on the curb for the homies who don't listen when we talk about financial stuff because they're sitting at home thinking that money is hard to come by when it's literally raining money in the stock market. Maybe some of the money that we might spend on going out to eat and Popeye's chicken and buying Air Jordans or whatever, maybe some of that money can be put into investments so that you can participate in the process. Complaining doesn't get us anywhere. And so while we know that there are problems that come with being Black, there are also opportunities that we all have. And I hope that you guys will take advantage of some of the opportunities too. So here's what's going on in the stock market. Right now, stock futures climbed in overnight trading on Monday following a strong session on Wall Street, boosted by positive vaccine news. I'm reading this out of CNBC. The move higher in futures came after General Services Administration Chief Emily Murphy told President-elect Joe Biden that the Trump administration is making federal resources available for his transition into office. This was the kicker. This was the thing that helped you guys make money going in tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know if you guys are following your Robinhood accounts or things like that, but there is overnight price movement. There's overnight trading that occurs, and I can tell you this: I know my portfolio moved more overnight than it did all day today, and it moved a lot today. I mean, it moved a lot today, but despite how much it moved today, it moved more in the overnight trading. Now, is this going to continue? I don't know, but it's looking really good right now. And this was the kicker. Trump basically threw out a really surprising olive branch. Information and expectations are critically important in stock market investing. So there was no expectation that Trump was going to release this positive information. There was no expectation that Trump was going to come out and do this. And so the fact that he did really, really boosted markets because, I think that there's it doesn't matter who you voted for. I don't care if you voted for Trump or Biden. I know a lot of people want to condemn people based on who they vote for. I don't do that. But I'll say this, in terms of stability, Biden's kind of the grown up in the room. He's the guy that is more linked into the institutionalization of America. He's the guy that's going to give Americans more confidence that the vaccine and the virus and all that stuff is going to be dealt with properly. And so the other key factor is not just the fact that Biden is the grown up in the room, but also there was a concern about a peaceful transition of power. So this move by Trump was very surprising. He tweeted this. He actually tweeted that he is going to instruct his people to do what needs to be done with regard to initial protocols. And he's told his team to do the same as he's told Emily, this lady named Emily Murphy at GSA, I guess, General Services Administration. And so they're going to make $6 million available for the Biden team to do their transition into the White House. I think that's cool. I really do. I don't have a lot of faith in any of these politicians, but to the extent that their behavior can make you money on your investments, that's why I'm excited about this. That's why I'm happy about this. Now, do I think Joe Biden is a great guy? No, I told you, you can't go lock up a million black men and then get my vote. That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, no disrespect to anybody, but I'm not. No, I don't forgive and forget. I better not see you in the street. You know, locked up my cousins, right? But if you want to talk about just generally the ability to benefit and pivot from some of the decisions that are being made in Washington, this is one decision being made in Washington that is a good thing. It says that one, there could be a peaceful transition of power, which will be great for the market. It says two, that Biden will be able to implement his plan for the administration of the vaccine and also maybe even a stimulus package, possibly if Congress ever gets its mind right. That's going to be big for your stock portfolio. It also says that Biden is going to spend more time trying to boost the economy than he spends trying to regulate what investors are allowed to do. There are a lot of people that have a lot of concern that a Joe Biden administration, where he's pushed by the more extreme elements of the Democratic Party, is going to be one that's going to regulate and tax like crazy. They're going to cut right into the wealth of investors, and that's going to be bad for your stocks. So the deal is that in this situation, we're not getting any of that. We're not getting, we're going to get the more mild version of Joe Biden. And really, Biden wants to be a mild guy. Biden is a centrist. He's not a leftist. He's not a radical Democrat, but he's got a lot of radicals behind him. And if there is a blue wave, these Senate races that are stuck in runoffs or whatever, particularly in Georgia, if those turn out in favor of the Democratic Party, then you're going to see a drop in your stocks because the Democrats, if they have a blue wave, are pretty much going to go on their vendetta against the rich. And you're going to get caught in that. Even if you're not rich, you'll get caught in that because you may not be rich, but you're going to be rich. Ronald and Wall Walker and BM 5249, you guys are going to be rich because you're acting like rich people. You're doing what rich people do to get rich in the first place. Rich people are investors. Rich people buy assets. Rich people do things that give them tax write-offs. So they're going to cut all that out, and that's going to cause a lot of economic problems that are going to impact your stocks. It doesn't mean that you're going to be broke tomorrow. No. It doesn't mean that there are no opportunities. No. But it is going to be something that could cause a problem if there's a blue wave in the White House. Now, do me a favor, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And also, if you want to go take advantage, we actually are doing the last few hours of our sale on the Black Family Pack, which is basically a collection of stock market investing programs and curricula that we have for the whole family. We have things for children. We have things for adults. We have all kinds of things. And this is a lifetime membership. And so if you'd like to be a part of the Black Business School and do the lifetime membership that comes with the Black Family Pack, feel free to go to that URL, theblackfamilypack.com. There's actually a payment program, things like that. And you'd have lifetime membership. And we would actually clearly be able to change your life. So feel free to go take a look at that. Okay, so here's what else is happening. The big news that actually boosted the market so much today was Biden's appointment of Janet Yellen as the Treasury Secretary. I thought that was great. I was so happy about that because Janet Yellen is a person that basically when she ran the Fed from 2014 to 2018, the stock market rose by 60%. Because she's definitely into low interest rates. She's definitely into revving up the economy. Janet is a person that instills confidence in Wall Street. And the funny thing is that the stock market is so interesting that it moves on a lot of self-fulfilling prophecies. So sometimes you don't even have to actually do anything to make the stock market move. You just have to make them think you're going to do something, and then they'll move as if you already did it. So when Biden picked Yellen, it just made that announcement. The market had a major jump because Yellen is associated with very loose monetary policy. She's associated with stimulating the economy. Obama loved her. Trump liked her. So basically, you're talking about somebody who knows how to operate under a lot of different types of administrations, who's good at her job. And so that's what led to a lot of you making money today. And that's what I like about the stock market, right? That's what I like about the stock market. This is where, if you're an investor, a lot of the things that they do, these politicians do, it directly affects your bank account, like right now. Now don't get me wrong. I mean, if some politician decides to paint the words Black Lives Matter on the street, well, I mean, they to me, they've just kind of messed up the street. That's not going to change my life, honestly. If 10 million white people all get together and say Black Lives Matter and they don't even mean it, that doesn't do anything for me. But if Trump or Biden makes a move that elevates the price of the stock that I hold, and I can go sell some of that stock and go buy food for my kids, well, that's real. That's real. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I like stuff that's real. I don't like talking. I don't like stuff that's fake. I don't like stuff that's just symbolic. I don't like imaginary. I don't need validation. I don't need none of that. Give me something real. Like a reparations check is real. Tangibles are real. Cut the check. So if these politicians ever really want to get my respect, then cut the check. Do something real. So the stock market is one of the realest things that we have, and a lot of you are making money right now because of things that they're doing in Washington. That puts you in the game, and that's why I'm a big advocate for investing. Not because I believe that capitalism is perfect and that America's perfect and that these companies are perfect. They're not, or that the stock market's perfect. No, it's because I just want you to be in the game. If you're in the game, you got a chance to win. I want you to win. All right, so here's another thing. The big cloud kind of hanging over the head of the market is the number of new cases of the virus, right? That's a big deal. Everybody's talking about that, and that's kind of gaining all the headlines and everything else. And I thought about that, and on one hand, it's a bad thing because it does put a damper on market growth, but on the other hand, it's a good thing because the fact that it's getting so much attention is going to push them to do something about it. So it might push forward a stimulus package, which would be a boost for the market. It's getting emergency approval for these vaccines, which is a boost in the market. You're getting emergency approval for Regeneron for their treatment plan. That's a boost in the market, right? So it's pushing Trump to get Biden into office through the transition process. That's a boost to your portfolio. So sometimes a bad thing can be a catalyst for something good, and sometimes a good thing can be a catalyst for something bad. It kind of reminds me of how black people tend to be more unified when we have a Republican administration because we all get scared and we have a common enemy and we don't think we have a friend in the White House. But then when Obama got into office, a lot of folks got real complacent because they thought that they had a friend in the White House when really you didn't actually have a friend. And I know personally because I dealt with that administration. It was very difficult to get them to move forward on anything on incarceration. I mean, it was like pulling teeth out. I couldn't believe it. I was really kind of shocked by that. But either way, though, at the end of the day, I want you guys to be in a position where you can benefit and you know what's going on and you have knowledge. What are the most interesting stocks I've seen so far today? I've really been following this company I've talked about a lot called Workhorse. They make electric vehicles out in Ohio. And Workhorse, I bought Workhorse. Workhorse is one of my wild bull stocks that I bought because it moves so much. I mean, that sucker's probably gone up 300%, 400% in a year. And I didn't buy it at the beginning. I think I bought it when maybe it was at 15, and now it's at almost 30, 31. But the interesting thing about Workhorse, I bought it because I wanted to sell the call options. I like to buy stocks sometimes for things like that. And Workhorse is about to have a big announcement from the U.S. Postal Service on whether or not they're going to get this major contract for electric vehicles. I don't know if they're going to get the deal or not. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not going to bet as if they will. I'm going to actually protect my investment by buying some put options and maybe selling some calls and really positioning myself so that if the worst happens, I'll be protected. If the best happens, I can get a piece of that. So, those are some of the companies I'm interested in. I've been paying a lot of attention to another company called Jumia Technologies, which actually they do business in Africa. They're a tech company in Africa, but I think that they're based in China, which right there, that's kind of a sinister thing, right? Like, you're doing business in Africa, but you're based in your headquarters are in China. So I got to research this company more. But I've been really fascinated by watching this stock as it's also grown about 400% in the last year. And that was another stock I bought. I buy when I buy my risky stocks, I get them not because I'm looking for the capital gains, but because I'm looking to sell the options. I think that's a great way to go. And if you want to take a look at our options program in the Black Business School, if you don't know how to use stock options to enhance your portfolio, feel free to go to blackoptionsinvesting.com. The first month is $1, so feel free to give it a try at blackoptionsinvesting.com. We're really into stock options, and I really think that you might find this a good way to generate income on your portfolio. Now, let's see. Water232 says another China lover. Yeah, Biden is accused of being a China lover, and that is absolutely true. Trump's criticism of China actually wasn't off base. He's right. The Chinese have heavily benefited from open trade. The United States hasn't benefited. Now, this brother, Neo Smith, says, I've been riding NIO since they were $6. That's really good. Wow. Let me see. He's riding Neo since it was $6. Let me see what the price of Neo is. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. Tell me if you give me a yes or no if you can hear me, because I'm switching screens here because I want to look up the price of Neo. And by the way, the reason I can't do video inside do audio is because I am actually at sea and the Wi-Fi is terrible, and you don't want to see me crackling back and forth. So I do audio when I am in a place where the Wi-Fi is bad. Yeah, if you bought Neo at 6, then or if you were buying that company at 6, bro, first of all, congratulate this man. Congratulate him. And then second of all, we're all gonna meet in your city and we're gonna have dinner, and you are paying, because if you bought Neo at $6 a share, Neo's now at $55. Was it $55.38? So if you started buying Neo at $6 a share and you've held on that long, then I am so proud of you. Look at you. Wow, this is very impressive. Um, Now, when you get a stock that rises that much, you got to always think about protecting your investment, though. A lot of times, whatever it is that causes the price to go up, could also cause it to go down. Never forget that things that go up can go down. So do not ever get so caught up in things going up that you think stock prices can only go in one direction. And I just want to remind you guys of that. Like, don't get so caught up in the frenzy of it all. Because another area that's really exciting right now is the crypto, and I've been talking about that literally every day. And my crypto account is blowing. I mean, the lid is blowing off the roof of that sucker. And I mentioned to you guys earlier today that the reason I'm breaking a couple of investing rules with crypto, in the sense that one of the things about stocks is that you should not really trade stocks based on past performance. Like, you shouldn't look at a stock and say, "Oh, it's been going up, so I'm going to keep on buying more of it because it's going to keep going up." Well, no, that's not true, because stocks actually have something that holds their prices to a point where they're kind of unpredictable. It's called the random walk hypothesis. It's very well established in the academic literature that basically says you can't predict a stock's price or performance based on past performance. So it really kind of says a lot of technical analysis is BS. Now, I'm not even going to dig deep or double down on that comment, because even when I was in graduate school, I wasn't really sure if I really believed the faculty when they said this. The problem was I didn't have the statistical and mathematical skill to really debate them on that topic and break down what they were doing, because some of these guys were really smart and they were high level mathematicians and they did all kinds of studies to show the technical analysis really didn't work. I believe that it can sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't work. It's kind of like psychics. There are a ton of people that make millions of dollars pretending to be psychics, right? A lot of them are fake. Most of them are fake. But then, I've seen things come out of the mouths of psychics that I could not explain. To this day, I had psychics predict things 20 years ago about my life today that came true. And I still couldn't quite figure out how the person knew those things when they'd only been talking to me for 3 minutes. So with that being said, I leave it open. I'm open-minded about it, right? So I'm kind of open-minded and agnostic about technical analysis. But what I can tell you is that a lot of the technical analysis that you see when you have people saying, "Oh, you got to look for this resistance point and watch the candlesticks and look at the upper barrier and the lower barrier, and this is the trade signal or this is the sell signal." A lot of that stuff is nonsense. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. It doesn't mean I'm not calling out these people or dogging them. I'm just saying that the reason people will pay to learn to hear that stuff is because it seems like it's supposed to work. But I can tell you that, when I was in graduate school, the conventional wisdom was that this stuff generally did not work. So that's my 2 cents on it. But with that said, though, crypto's a little different though. Like, crypto is a market where I do think you can actually make some predictions, because people get caught in these frenzies and they get all excited about an asset because nobody knows about it, or not many people are buying it, and then suddenly it becomes trendy. And so investing in crypto can sometimes be like investing in a popular rapper. You have a rapper that nobody knows about, and he's like rapping at the mall and stuff like that, but he's really good, and you see all the girls going crazy over him. Well, you see momentum, right? You see something that's brewing there, and you say, okay, I'm going to get behind this guy, because everywhere he goes, people go crazy over his music. So that in that situation, that's what you call an inefficient market, because there's what they call information asymmetry, basically meaning that the whole world doesn't know how great this guy is. And as they find out, you're going to see his stock start to rise, right? As the world finds out more about what his true intrinsic value is as an artist, then you're going to see more and more people get behind him. So you should invest in him early. Well, crypto's kind of like that. I think there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out here that have really great business models, with really great markets and great potential and great possibilities that people just don't know about. And as you see mainstream acceptance of these cryptos, like you start seeing more and more places taking Bitcoin as a form of currency, that increases the demand of Bitcoin. If you see more platforms, more trading platforms offering Bitcoin and Stellar Lumens and Ripple, as potential investments, then you're going to see the values of those assets go up, because a lot of money is going to kind of follow those platforms. So with that being said, as I've been seeing crypto going up, I've actually broken some of my own investing rules by basically adding to my crypto investment. I saw, for example, Stellar Lumens making moves, and I invested some more in Stellar Lumens. It's gone up 64% today. Ethereum's gone up 5.77% today. XRP has gone up 42% today, and that's after it went up 100% the last month. So I think crypto's just got something there, and I mentioned that to you guys before, and I'll probably mention it again because I just tend to be redundant like that, in case people miss the first 5 times I said it. But I think it's important to kind of hammer down and focus on where these opportunities are. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking about. And that's what I'm sharing with you. So I hope that this helps you guys. I hope it helps you make good investing decisions. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. And last but not least, do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want to go take a look at some of we did a Black Stock Market weekend where I broke down what I call the Dr. Boyce method, which actually you can see at the drboycemethod.com, which is basically an 11-step methodology I use to go through and decide which stocks I want to add to my portfolio. So if you'd like to see the recording of the Black Stock Market Weekend, you can go to the blackstockmarketweekend.com. Feel free to go to that URL right there. And that's it. So anyway, guys, take care. And it was great talking to you. And I hope that this helps you. And do we have any Forex courses? We had one, but we took it down because we wanted to do something a little bit different. But we will have something up again soon. I'll keep you posted on that. So take care. Thanks for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.